Good morning and welcome to my live stream, Fight CPS, with your host, Bob Pace. I'm glad you found me. You most likely found me on Facebook. There are 7 rooms that will lock you into this live stream and one room on. These 8 rooms are people that are searching for help with CPS. And good morning, Desiree. Um, Buckner, I know you're on early. You came on at 7:32, which is great. You're bright up and early, and it's good to see you, Desiree. I don't know if you're still here or not, but I don't start my shows to 8 o'clock in the morning on the weekends. That's 8 to 9. Saturday and Sunday is my morning show. Then my evening shows are at 7 o'clock at night, every night of the week. Fight CPS and stop taking our children. Now, my morning shows on the weekdays are on at 10 a.m. in the morning, Monday through Friday. Now, all those times I give you are the Pacific Standard Time. That's on the west coast of California because I broadcast from Southern California, south of LA, a place called Surf City, USA. I'm 3 blocks from the ocean, and I'm glad that you found here. And hi, Anita Carter. Oh boy, you're bright and early. Anita Carter is from Chino, uh, California. Welcome, Anita, and I hope you can get your questions answered. And then there's Lori Cooper. Hello, Lori Cooper. And what part of the world are you from? They got my children again for the second time. Oh, that's terrible. That's terrible. What had happened, uh, Lauren? And you're from Chino. Did I say what did I say? Chino, California. I try to remember. Yeah, Chino, California. Oh, you're from the United Kingdom. Okay. Well, great, Laura. It must have been a long time since we talked to there. I'm glad you live stream, and I'm so sorry that they grabbed your children. I know that must be really, really hard for you. As most of you are realizing, this is an international live stream. Broadcasted around the world and have had 25 countries that have either text a message or called in, starting with Indonesia, Bangladesh, and India, then up to the Middle East to Saudi Arabia, Iraq, and Libya, then over to the continent of Africa to Lib- uh, Liberia, and then to the country of Sudan, which is really very much in turmoil right now. Sudan is, a lot of people don't realize it, but over 150 people were recently murdered. And it's really tough there. Millions of people are homeless. The government is very unstable there. But I've had them. Hello, Amber, and good morning. And Amber's from Arizona. Welcome, Amber. Welcome, Amber. And I'm glad to see all you this morning. Anyway, from Sudan, we go to the Republic of Congo, and then we go over to Rwanda, and then Mozambique, and the country of South Africa and its provinces. And Rwanda was really a bad time too in 1994. So we've had a lot of people from around the world, and the children have been really hurt as well as families. And thank you, Nita Carter. And hello, good morning, NYP. Uh, you've been on my show before, but you're not from New York. You're from somewhere else. I forgot. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah, well, Lauren, that was sweet of you. I'm glad you guys are communicating in the room. You're communicating in the room. Now, it's important that I tell you who I am or what I represent. Now, I'm a loving father and a husband. I've been married for 43 years. I've helped raise 6 children, and I have 61 years of working and life skills that I can help you with. I've been working since the age of 15, and so it's a long road there. What I do is I give you educational information. I can't give you legal advice because I'm not a lawyer or attorney, but I have talked to over 2,900 people from around this world, as I explained to you that we were talking about. Um, from the continent of Africa, we move up to Europe, to the United Kingdom, and I've talked with England, Scotland, Wales. I have another English mom in here, which is great. Um, I've also talked to Scotland and Wales too, besides um, England. And that's right. NYP is from California, Kern County. Thank you, NYP. And then we also heard from Denmark and Sweden. Then across the pond to North America, we've heard from Canada, its provinces, and of course, the United States, all 50 states either text or called in. I even heard from places like Washington, D.C. Yes, they have children issues there too. Then south of border, Mexico, and then in um, Central America, the newest country is Belize. And I've heard from Belize, and they're having problems there too. Then we go down to South America, north of Brazil on the east coast is Grenada. And then from Grenada, we go to the South Pacific, and it's New Zealand, and then the land down under, Australia and its states. So that's 25 countries that I'm talking to, and 2,900 people. And what they all have in common, including myself, are two things. One, they encountered a rogue CPS entity. Now, what I call CPS, it's the Child Protection System, found in every county, every state, and in every country of the world. And there, I hate to say it, it's a 50-50 chance you encounter a bad one. That's what all these people have in common. The second thing is low income. Now, because you're low income is not because you're showing neglect towards your children. Being homeless or without food is not neglect. Unfortunately, because of the economic times, it is hard for a lot of people to make ends meet, especially with the restrictions on things that are happening. It's worldwide. Poverty is everywhere. You just have to be thankful of what you have, what you have. And I'm thankful. I also have a strong faith in God. That's what helps me getting through there. Yes, Attorney Vincent Davis can help you worldwide. He can help you within the United Kingdom. Um, he is somebody that you want for legal advice. Now, I uh, have a banner up that tells you how to text a message to me. Excuse me. Okay. And uh, if you have legal aid, that won't affect anything. I'm glad you have some legal aid. The problem is you need to get a attorney involved. Now, I don't know too much about the government of England, and I don't know where you're located. I don't know if you're in London or Leeds or a small little town in the hillside or someplace there. I've been to England and Wales and Scotland a lot of times, many, many, many times. I played rugby over there. I've also done surfing over there. That's down in the Cornwall of England. Rugby has been heavily in Wales, where I trained at the Cardiff Sports Center. So I'm familiar with uh, United Kingdom, and but their government is hard to understand a lot of times. It's different, but our children are really important. You're within Kent, England. Okay, I know about where that is. Um, I've been to a small town outside of London called Erith, and and you have to work uh, with a attorney or lawyer, or I think they're called magistrates. I think those are the judges. But you'll find that the way CPS works is that the judge makes all the decisions. They don't have, now I could be stand wrong in England, but you really want a jury trial. But how do you get a jury trial in CPS? Texas sometimes wills, but they just do it strictly off a judge makes the determination with your family. Now, the child protection system may have a lot of different names. I know in the United States, in the county that I had a problem with, it was called the Child Protection Services, CPS. But right next door in LA County, where Vincent works, or his office is, it's Department of Children and Families. Then in Prescott, Arizona, is Department of Children's Services, and then we go over to Richmond, Kentucky. It's called the Cabinet. But whatever the name is, I just call everything the Child Protection System and I abbreviate CPS. It's so much easier for that. I don't know if they say what the Child Protection System is in Kent, England. I don't know if if they do a jury trial or they do it's a trial by the bench by the judge. You see, there's two ways of deciding things in court. It's either decided by the judge or decided by a jury. Now, a judge is supposed to act like a referee, but a lot of times the judges um, are corrupt and are bad. Last Friday, a week ago last Friday, I had three cases I was involved in. And I won my three cases. It took me all day, but I encountered a wise judge. She was a woman, but she had all the facts in front of her. And the prosecutor wasn't prepared. Apparently, they didn't even have their paperwork. They're trying to represent the agency that was causing me difficulties. And two of the cases were dropped right away. The third case was a dismissal of the fine. That's one thing, and it's so interesting when you're in a court of law and you meet a judge that can work fairly for you. Now, in my case involving children, which happened to me since 2010, that's when CPS started to hassle me. And imagine you all had the same kind of thing too. Besides texting in a message, you can also um, be a guest on my live stream. I love to have you. I love to have you. Now, um, good. I'm not saying women are better than men or vice versa, but the judge should be trained in the area and should be really trying to help out the family. That's good. I'm glad you had the judge do that, Lauren. Lauren is from Kent, England, and she's talking about her CPS case. Now, in Kent, England, what do they call the child protection system there? Is it called? Child Protection Services. What do they call it? Hey there, Sammy. Good morning. And Sammy's there. He's from Scranton, Pennsylvania. I haven't talked to you in months, but Sammy is from Scranton, Pennsylvania. Good morning. Well, I don't know if the laws are tough anymore. I think that they're more corrupt today than they were a while back. Children Social Services. Okay. All right. Children's Social Services. All right. For right now, though, I'm going to say CPS because that means Children's Social Services. And in the future, I'll try to remember that and say that even in England, it has a different name. I think they do that to confuse people. I don't really why they just can't call it, child protection services. But anyway, I say the system because that way I include all the different names in all the different places in the world. I mean, 25 countries is a lot of countries, and 2,900 people is a lot. And I have um, a lady in South Africa in her 40s that's going through a terrible time. She's from the Northwest province, Liza, and she's a very sweet, very emotional person. But whether you're in South Africa or England or in California or in Pennsylvania, whatever state you're in, it all boils around the same system. The children are protected by a government entity. Now, in the United States, it was formed in 62. I don't know when it was started in England. But in the United States, we are protecting our animals better than we're protecting our children. We had laws and organizations that protected our pets from bad treatment. They came in long before our children did. Anyway, um, the agency in the United States was created by an act of Congress in 62. They directed social service to get a group of social workers and form an entity to protect the children from neglect and abuse. Examples of neglect are you don't feed the child, you don't clothe or bathe the child, you don't provide shelter for the child, and where they can keep warm, you know, um, and you don't take them to school, you don't supervise them, you let them run wild. Examples of abuse can be divided into three areas: physical abuse, then there is psychological or emotional abuse, and then sexual abuse. Now, physical abuse is when you use excessive corporate punishment, or you shake a child unnecessary, or you slam a child against the wall, or you hit a child with your fist or cause pain or bruising stuff. That's physical abuse. Now, psychological or emotional abuse is when a child is belittled or put down. This can happen from a teacher. I know, for example, my son was told when he's in elementary school that he never succeed and never could work at McDonald's. It was a substitute teacher. It was terrible when my son told me that. It was so wrong. So when you belittle or bully a child, that is emotional. Now, sexual is when a child is involved sexually with uh, acts that are not befitting of um, people of that age. You know, exploiting a child or using a child is wrong. Sexual trafficking is wrong. So those are all forms of abuse or neglect. And we need an agency to protect it because over 1,000 cases every day go unreported. 1,000 cases. But in your case and in my case, the people in the room that come in here, you've encountered a rogue CPS that automatically labels you bad and makes assumptions and takes away your children and makes your life like hell. They don't believe in family reunification. They don't believe in family reunification. Now, I need to catch up with some of you people there are saying there. We had Lauren from Kent, England, that said they are called the Children's Social Services. Well, Sammy, I don't know. I haven't seen you at least a month. I see a lot of people, and I just haven't seen you in a while. So I'm glad you're here. Now, Anita says they say the only non exempt crimes or any crime involving a child, rape, or murder, etc. But my husband has never, so she said it's my tale. I think you're talking about your spouse, and maybe your spouse has done some bad things. Rape or murder are criminal charges, and the police will get involved, and you will be charged, whether it's a misdemeanor or not, will be determined by the court of laws in criminal matters. Now, Lauren Cooper, who's from England, says, I currently have one of my children, my other three in foster care. Okay, well, I'm so glad you dropped in, Lauren Cooper from Kent, England. You wake up and take care of your child. I'm so glad that you still have one child. I'd like to know more what's happening to Lauren Cooper in Kent, England. Thanks for dropping in. Now, Anita Carter says it's a little long, but if I'm right, she can still be OLA ed with us, just may take longer. Uh, I want to help you, but I don't understand what OLED is. And she can still, I need to know more, Anita. You've been talking to me for a couple times. I still don't understand your case. I still don't understand your case. But I do want to help you, Anita. And AD, you mean and they give the kids back to the parents who really don't abuse their kids, who really do. Yeah, I know. Sometimes there are parents that abuse them and they make mistakes. It's all about money. It's all about money. I don't know what you mean by no, but um, I'm going to put my phone number up. Please call me in if you want to talk about your case, Anita. I'd like to help you. I'd like to help you. Now, I've come up with 5 rules that will help you with your CPS case. Rule 1 is you need to get the right kind of attorney, not a court appointed attorney, attorney that's trained in um, juvenile law, family law, dependency law, that has fought CPS. That's the kind of attorney you need. 2, you need to document everything. Make a notebook. Put some tabs in there to organize your court papers, your CPS papers, your your drug testing, and your certificates from taking parenting classes or certificates from programs like domestic violence or drug rehab. So you put all the information. One important document you need to create is called the instant time log. It's for devoting 3 lines on a sheet of notebook. Line 1 is you put in the date and time and whether you talk to them, put the phone number down, or whether you visit them, put the address down. And on that same first line, Put the people involved. The second line is a summary of what the incident's about, short, one sentence summary. The third line is the outcome of the incident. If you don't know the incident, then come back later and fill it out, but leave it blank and skip a couple lines. Do that for every incident, whether it's with the police, the social workers, or the school, or even your children. You write down all that documentation. It's the narrative. It's so important to have the incidents. Also, you should put together a journal and have it addressed to your children because while they're taken from you, you're going through a lot of things and you want to be able to write them down. It will help you. And someday when your children are reunited, they'll be able to read what you wrote. Also, will help you describe to other people helping you what took place on such and such a time. So do a daily journal. It'll help you with peace of mind. It'll help you with peace of mind. Rule 3 is that you do not talk to social workers or the police. You don't let them in your home. You don't let them take your children. And you certainly, when you go to urgent care or the emergency room in the hospital, don't let them talk to you there. Social workers hang out there because they try to entrap you with medical trafficking. Or when you come in to have your baby, they try to take your baby away. Don't let them do it. They have to have a court warrant. It's best not to talk to them. It's yes, no answers. Be very professional. Yes, no. And if they are talking to you, you ask them really right away, is this a legal matter? And then you say, if it is, I need to go. I need to get my attorney, and then I'll regroup and meet with you. Do not meet in their office. Meet in a public place where you can record everything, like the library, Starbucks, McDonald's. There you can talk. Rule 4 is how to research things. Use Chat GPT. That's a good AI chat information. Make sure you word your thing correctly. You start off with the city, the state, and if you're outside of the United States, you put the country. Then you follow it with the words child protection um, a system, CPS. Then after that, you ask your question like, I want an attorney, or I want to know what a 388 motion is, or a 180 hearing, or a 160 hearing, or what is ICWA 1978 Act, the Indian Child Welfare Act of 1978. Okay, well, God bless you, Anita. Thank you for dropping by and sharing me a little bit about you. I do need to know what you mean by OLED. I know you mean special ed program or something. But thank you for dropping in. We have Anita Carter that has come in from Chino, California. So far, we've had Lauren Cooper who had to leave, and she's from Kent, England. And then we have Sammy from Scranton, Pennsylvania. He's been in here numerous times. And then we have, let me see, who else do we have here? Uh, we have NYP. NY is from Kern County. Um, and then we have Amber from Arizona. Well, I'm glad from you from Arizona. And that's a lot of people we had here this morning. So I'm so glad we did. I'm so glad we did. So you research the internet, spend hundreds of hours researching it. You need to find out your adversaries. You need to look up the judge, look up the social worker, see what their background is. Look up the agency. You need to learn all about them because you need to find the weaknesses. You need to find the weaknesses. Anyway, I'm so glad you're here because I want to help you. I can talk about anything about CPS and how it relates to your case. Now, besides sending me text messages or calling in or being a guest on my live stream, you can do emojis, like a thumbs up, a smiley face, or a heart, or even a star. Please click the follow button. If you'll be notified when I'm on, click the notification button. Also, leave a review below. Leave a review below. Uh, that's a good question, Desiree Buckner. You were in early this morning. I'm glad to see you back, or maybe you stayed here the whole time. Desiree called in last night. She's from San Bernardino, California. Excuse me, she's from Santa Ana, California. And her case is in San Bernardino. She's a mother of 4 children, 3 fathers. She's also a veteran. She has a baby, 11-year-old, a 16-year-old, and happy birthday to your 18-year-old. She has a child that just turned 18 today. Now, when you turn 18, you no longer stay in CPS. You're ready to go as an adult in the world. If you have special needs, the services that will help you is called Adult Protection Services, APS. Now, Adult Protection Services will take care of people that have special needs or the elderly, people that are in assisted living are being taken care of by their children. But Adult Protective Services is sometimes bad too. There's a gentleman, Bruce, from North Carolina, that was taking care of his father. And then they wrongfully terminated him to take care of his father. And he has a terrible time with the Adult Protection Services, APS. I can help you. I was talking to him. Uh, if you gave away your son to his Nina, now I don't know what a Nina means. Is that grandma? Why am I getting my son taken away? Well, it depends on how you gave your son away. Now, you're talking about your infant one or you're talking about your 16-year-old? I don't, I'm pretty good at remembering you have 4 children, but I don't know the circumstances. Now, you are dealing with the San Bernardino County, which is corrupt. They take away your children because they take advantage of because of your economics, your low income, and they can take advantage of that. And they like to have children because that's how they get more money. It's $1 million business. But I don't really know why they take away because I don't know what they're charging you with. It's also very difficult when the fathers are not involved. Having children is a great responsibility. Good morning and welcome, Desiree.
Good morning, Bob.
I've got your questions. What is Anina?
Anina,
Yeah,
she
what?
is basically, if anything happens to me, she's the one to be able to take care of the baby.
Well, I know, but what does Anina describe? Does that mean they're a grandma, an aunt, an auntie,
Godmother.
a godmother? Okay. And you say it's your son. Is that the youngest?
Yes, I'm talking about both my sons now. So my oldest one, I'm just wondering why um, that happened that day on the 27th of October, and would I have orders to see my child with the deputy? Then my youngest, she or he was not taken away from me by force. I gave him to Nina because I lost my car keys, my wallet. I just moved in. The baby felt, I just knew he felt distress. And he kept crying, and it was hot. The air conditioning was not working. It was during summertime. If I can't eat, I can't take care of my baby. You know what I mean? So I knew I'd have to wait 2 weeks, basically, in order for me to at least get my debit card and
Well,
then replace my car keys. That's going to cost a lot of money when you make only $200 a week. So I've given him to my Nina, to his Nina, and I gave her a kiss goodbye, and she says that she smelled alcohol in my blood. She says she did not call CPS, but later on, I guess she just decided to. And then prior to that, I was supposed to leave sober living, and they drug tested me, and I came out dirty for alcohol in the P test, and not the blow test. And I was leaving anyways. I don't think he had any right to do that. And then he called CPS. So there was two reports, and so they never brought my son back home.
well, first of all, what were you doing in a sobering place? Why were you there?
Because I just had a baby, and they transferred me from the Loma Linda Hospital to Santa Ana, my new apartment that has not been arranged yet. Nothing has been done. It's just an empty apartment with boxes and furniture. And when the baby wakes up and I make a little noise, he wakes up and my focus is totally on him. So I'm just wondering,
No, no, I'm
do they
talking
have
about.
a right?
Okay, Desiree, we got to start at the beginning here. You're in a place called sobering. It must be a hospital for people that have a drinking problem. Are you an alcoholic?
Yes.
Okay. If you're an alcoholic, you need treatment. Also, when you're
I
an
already did treatment.
alcoholic, you don't have rights to children because they find you as an unfit mother. That's why they're taking the baby. It isn't because you're a good woman or, I mean, it's because of, um,
It's okay, Bob. I just know that they think that I'm just not ready yet, so they're gonna give me more time. They gave Sophia, his aunt, the baby's aunt, which is the dad's sister, right. They adopted her out, adopted my son out to her. And under her discretion only will I be able to see my son. And the auntie said, under certain circumstances, as long as, everything's okay and they're not fighting, the dad and Desiree with me, then I'm okay with that. And I'm like, how about this? How about we not see our child together?
Well, first of all, what does the court order say?
They're going to terminate my rights and my
Okay,
everything.
they're finding you being an unfit mother. That's why they're terminating your rights. What does your attorney say?
She's dirty.
No, what does
She
she
don't say nothing.
say?
She's scared of the judge. She
What?
didn't say nothing for me. She didn't stick up for me. She said that I do want to continue this hearing after she had done terminated my rights over the phone. I still am taking this to the higher uppers. So I have court on March 27th, 2026.
Okay. The hardest thing about helping you is that I only have a small piece of what your case is all about. And I've tried to
And I
do
need
it
to
at
pay
the
you.
beginning because you have multiple issues. You are a veteran. You have you had three men in your life. You have four children. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
And then you have other people that may try to help you. Um, it's a
Yes.
horrible case. Plus, you can only work with a court appointed attorney because you can't afford a real attorney.
Right.
So it's really limited of what to help you can get. Now, have you been to a doctor that diagnosed you? I mean, you say you have
Yes.
a drinking problem.
Yes.
What has the doctor said that's wrong with you? Because you need to get your drinking problem
I'm
resolved.
bipolar 1 with psychotic features.
Okay. So, is there a treatment plan that you can go to?
Yes, I'm working with a new doctor now. I'm not with the VA. I graduated there, and I'm gonna go use my civilian Medi-Cal. I'm gonna see what they have to offer. I never
Well,
worked with
what I would do,
the county.
Desiree, is that I make sure your children are in with good hands. And if your
They are in good
children
hands.
are being neglected or abused, you need to report that to 911.
I did
Okay.
that to my oldest kid.
All
One of
right.
my oldest kids.
Right. But then all you can do is get yourself better together. Also, I'd start a journal
Yes,
that tell about your
yes.
experiences so your older children can know about who you are. It's very important
I'm
that you
already on
do.
it, Bob.
Okay. All right. I'm just offering you advice. I'm not trying to shoot the person that's trying to help you. Um,
No, I'm not shooting nobody, Bob. I
yeah.
love you. Come on, now
Okay.
you the
All right.
man.
Okay. Well, it is, I think I'm starting to understand the issues that you have. Do you have anything related to your service, your time in the service that's related to your feeling? Do you have anything?
My feelings?
No. Do you have anything like uh, that impacted you being in the service? Do you have any traumatic experience in the service?
Yeah, I was hit by a car. The doctor said I should have died, but I had too much alcohol in my system that I did not.
Oh boy, alcohol. It
Oh, yes.
seems like alcohol is a part of your life too much.
It's because it runs on both sides of my family, but the military extremed it a little bit higher upper. And then when I did not listen to thy father, I paid that consequence. And I'm paying for it still now.
Okay.
My dad told me to wait until he gets back from Iraq. And I did not listen. I married him.
Okay.
Yeah. This is more than just beyond, I think, the court. I think this is spiritual warfare slash everything. As long as I don't give up, because I almost gave up the other day when my daughter threw those flowers inside the garbage bin. I was like, I feel like I give up now. I'm going to keep moving on, like, I don't want to be like my mother I have a plan, and I have a plan B, C, D, and E. That's how it works. And I like
Okay.
to kill birds with one stone.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I know what you're trying to say there.
Yes, it's perfect. I just know it. And it hurts though, and I get happy, and then I get sad. I get happy, and I get sad. And then today I'm going to go to church, and I'm going to go talk to pastor, and I'm going to go see what day I'm going to get baptized, and then I'm going to go and get fit, get my body right, get tight, and be happy.
Yeah.
But continue to fight though. Yes, that's my plan.
Yeah. I hear you. I hear you.
But thank you, Bob, for listening. I'm going to let you get back to everybody else, okay?
Okay. Well,
I got to get ready.
thank you for taking the time to talk to me about your case. Um, you have to understand why people won't let you. You asked a question in here. It says, "What do I do if the stepmom and the dad won't let me see my son?" Until you get your life together and yourself together, it's going to be very difficult for people to let you see your children.
That's difficult because you want to know why they go by paperwork and money. And me,
Right.
I
I
go by
know.
the God. I go by God, the big man upstairs, and I go by my Michael the archangel, and then I go by my past and my
Yeah.
intelligence.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I understand. I understand.
Okay. Well, you guys have a wonderful day.
Yeah.
Everybody, I wish you guys
Keep
the
in
best of luck.
keep
Everybody
in
on there.
touch. Yes. Keep in
And Bob, God
touch.
bless you.
Yes. Thank you, Desiree, for calling in and keep in touch. And God bless you. Okay, that was Desiree from Santa Ana, California, who has a terrible case with her 4 children. She has an issue. She needs to clean up her life to be fit and free of her demons. And I wish her the best of luck to you. Um, so as you can see, it's easy to call in and easy to talk. And I will try to help you, no matter what your case is. I'm not judgmental. I think anybody in this room that comes in here and wants to talk about how they get their children back are sincere and not wasting my time. And I appreciate that because I do want to help. I do want to listen. I do want to help. I do want to listen because children are very important to you. And I I do hope that you get your child back. But the importance of getting your children back is you got to have legal representation. Fighting CPS is like open heart surgery. If you don't have money for an attorney, you have to use a court appointed attorney. It's going to be tough. That's going to be a tough way to get your kids back. Okay, I just looked at the clock. It's 9 o'clock, and my live stream ends at 9 o'clock. So I'm going to have to end my live stream here. Um, I'm going to take down my phone number and put in the Doge information. And what is Doge? It's Department of Government Efficiency. It's a federal entity that you can contact to help you with your CPS case. If you try to resolve it at the county level, where you talk to either a supervisor, manager, or the director, and you're not able to go anywhere with your case, then you need to resolve it at the state level, at the Capitol, and talk to the civil rights coordinator. Then from the civil rights coordinator, um, they will help you. If not, then you go to the Department of Government Efficiency. They have a website. Check it out. Look at what they're doing. Look at how they're investigating. They are investigating social services. The child protection system is a part of social services. There's also two phone numbers which do work. I've tried them out. The area code 202 is the White House. There's also an email that you can send your stuff to. So I'm going to leave that up. Well, the rest of my show, I have a little short video that is really good that I want you to listen to. Now, I want to again thank all the people in my room. Amber from Arizona, thank you. You didn't ask me any questions, but where it was. Desiree Buckner from Santa Ana, California, thank you for your phone call and your questions. and being my part of my family all the time. God bless you while you work through your life and try to get your life together. Anita Carter, thank you for calling in, and you ask me some questions tomorrow, okay? And I want to help you. She's from Chino, California. And thank you. And Lauren Cooper, it's nice to meet you from Kent, England. We had a mother from England that talked about her children and her children, getting her children back. I think we also had the NY, and NY is from Kern County, California, and it's good to see you too. Then we have Sammy from Scranton, Pennsylvania. Thank you, Sammy, for coming in there. And let me see, who else do we have in here? I think I've covered everybody. Yep, that should take care of everybody. So I look forward to seeing you again tonight at 7 p.m. That's 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. That's my next show. I'm on twice a day. So I love to see you. So thank you very much for listening. Keep fighting for your child, and God bless you. This is Bob Pace signing off.
A vivid picture is encrypted in your mind as the critics get in line like they're witnessing a crime. But then you notice there's a shiver in your spine from the feelings of discontentment and bitterness combined. Heartbroken when you listen to the judges, another kid's innocence corrupted. And if you go against then it's destructive. Consider this predicament the toughest, but we believe in a system fit for justice. Child Protective Services only pretends to save it. The one solution for this is worthy of instant praises. 30 years of experience with relentless cases. Allow me to introduce them. This is Vincent Davis, defending you when they don't think a mother fits the role. Is it juvenile dependency or government control? Observe the pain in their eyes. It's time for us to realize we are the last